Because, well, the rest of them will be white, but the whatever. So I just want to, I forget what the word is I want to say, but anyway, I'm not an expert by all means on this. I've just been sending out the newsletters prior to this. So, and that's why we went with the basics instead of the complicated. I plagiarized extensively on this part of the thing. So what comes after this, I stole from this person on the internet. If you want these, you could Google it, or if you want this particular link, let me know, and I'll email a PDF or this to you. But anyway, I'm not a professional speaker, so I'm going to read some of this stuff because this is just a basic of why you would use MailChimp instead. It's a bad idea to send mass emails from your email program. And the reasons are, you can paste 100 email addresses in the to-line, but you shouldn't. And here's why. Basically, they're going to get kicked back. You can read in the more detail, but the gist of it is, if you send out like 100 emails out in one send, no one's going to get them, basically. So MailChimp is a great service that you can use to be able to do that. Here's more explanation as to how it would get blocked. So your Outlook, your Gmail, and your Yahoo really aren't the best ways to send your emails out to your people who want to keep up with your writing. Again, these are your things that's too large, and your program may struggle to fill it. And I'm just going to get through this quickly, and then we're going to get to the website, and we're going to utilize our website, our MailChimp website, and I'll go through and show you exactly live how you do things there. Also, your people who receive your emails cannot unsubscribe, and I don't know if that's a federal law or whatever, but it's something that, you know, if you're going to be sending out a bunch of emails like that, people should have the option to opt out. So you can't do that with Gmail. And if that's not enough, here's a few more reasons to use a newsletter manager, and that's what MailChimp is. There's more than one, and I don't remember the name of the others, but this is the only one that I've ever used. This is kind of cool. You can track on their website, it will show you a percentage of how many people have opened it. If you have links in there and people click on that link to take them to somebody else's website, it shows you how many people clicked on the links. It will also show you who it was that opened and read your email. And it also allows people to unsubscribe easily. You can keep up with stat reports. There's all kinds of neat things out there. And now this is the next person I stole from. It's a better tool to use this. It's an approved bulk mailer. You can send an unlimited number of emails out to people. I can't speak this afternoon, pardon me. At one time, you can read as well as I can read. You have greater deliverability. Also, apparently, if you use something like MailChimp, they're safe, and it's you can cause your IP address to be blocked as well if you send through Yahoo and Gmail. And it applies to the laws. And you can personalize it much better than a regular standard email. It also fits your phones, your tablets and all that stuff very well. Let's see. Oh yes, and if you want to send emails out to groups instead of you've got 100 emails and 50 of them are about golf, people who are interested in golf, and the other 25 and another 25 are different things. You can separate those in different groups into your list. I don't know if we're there yet, but okay, here's, I just pulled up, this was from MailChimp's website. It tells you what some things you'll need to know before you create your account. One nice thing about it, it's not software that you have to load to your computer. It's web-based, so you don't have to install any software. They'll want an email address that they can communicate with you. They want a physical mailing address. I thought this was interesting. They told you if you don't have a URL for a website, then you can go to this link and they'll help you get a URL address. They have, you have a free service and you have a paid service. We do the free service because, one, we're nonprofit, but two, we don't send out enough emails. If you end up sending, I forget, I don't know, I'm pulling a number out there, but 2,000? Okay, then you're going to have to pay. But if you send out less than that, you don't. Anyway, and here's additional links on MailChimp that tell you about other things that you may need, but you can go to their website, it's MailChimp.com. And here we go with the real life stuff. So let me get out of this. Okay, there you go. So this is our, this is a MailChimp website, and I'm going to log in. Oh, it's not showing everything. How can I make, why is my screen smaller? I guess because of the deal. We'll just roll through. Okay. And there's a little thing up there you can see where it says show. I guess you can see up there at the top right that if you went to, like a lot of websites, you can click on that and you can see what you're typing so you can avoid making a typo, which let's hope I didn't do. Okay, this is the home page. The dashboard, I don't see the, okay. This isn't filling out the whole screen right. At any rate, some of the problems when I first started using this, it was confusing to me with some of their terminology. They use the word campaigns where I would have said your emails. But that's what your campaigns generally are. Here you can see we have 222 subscribers. Here are your, we had 85 opens on Natalie's most recent buzz. They're in the clicks. And you can review the reports here.
And so if you get a MailChimp newsletter email, you want to go on there and click because it'll tell you exactly, it'll tell other people exactly how many people and who were the ones who clicked, and so if you don't click, then you're all shamed.
So, for example, I'm viewing the report for the January meeting reminder that Natalie sent out. We had an open rate of that, meaning I think if I click on that, it shows me who all's opened the emails. So you can see who's opened emails. That can be handy for you. I don't know how... Mike, I don't understand. The screen is small because there's... Well, I don't know how to get to the... There's normally tabs. I guess this is... Here we are. Okay. I gotcha. Okay, so you're going to want to set up your lists. And you click on list, and then you can import emails from others. You can, if, for example, here, when people sign up, you go to your main mailing list and you go to add subscribers. It's really, really very easy. And then you go in here and you put their email address and so on and so forth. On your templates, was it Tracy Thomason? He gave us a program here, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and he set this up for us. And he set up some templates for us to use. So when you go to create a campaign, you would select which template that you would want to use. If you want to create your own, you go over here and you click on Create Template. And then they have some that are already kind of sort of set up the different types and styles, and you would select one of those. And we're just going to click on this one to select. And typically you're going to have two screens. This is not, because of the resolution, it's not showing up like it would on your computer. But you'd have a screen to the left and a screen to the right. And the screen on the right would allow you to drag and drop some images here, and I don't seeing those on this screen to be able to show you. My intention was to build a template for you here so you could see how it was done, but I can't see the thing on the side where they would show. But this would be your template, and on the right-hand side they would have some other things. If you wanted to have put in your template a box that have an outline on it so it would stand out versus the other sections in your email, you could drag and drop that and build your template how you wanted it to be. And then there's also coding if you want to get overly technical about it. And I don't know how you would do the coding. Let's see what else we can do. I don't know if this is going to allow me to see if we are going to send out an email, the first thing you do is you click on Create a Campaign, which once again, that word just blows me away. And then so you select the type of campaign. It would be, typically we would send out a regular one here, a plain text. I don't know what the A/B testing is or the RSS campaign. Some of these really computer literate and tech savvy people here could tell you.
Yeah, what that means is you send out different versions and you can see which ones people click.
Ah, okay. And then you can tell it who all you want it to go to. Well, this is embarrassing, and I don't know, 'cause I can't see all the screen. I can't see that. Are you seeing my issue that I'm having? Because
Well, just go to the templates and pull up one of the templates, and it was my bad that I saved the campaign as a template. Saved over your template. But go back and just pull up one of the templates, and then they can see the split screen. You have to click on the.
well, typically you would have, I'm just concerned with the resolution, it's not going to show both sides. So let me see here. Here's the templates.
And get bi-monthly. No. Sample announcement. That's a good short. Go down. Right there.
The simple announcement.
Simple announcement, yeah.
But see, it's not showing the items on the right.
But click on the box at the top where you want to add something. There it is.
Okay. Well, normally that's already sitting over there.
Right, I don't know. why
Right.
it's doing that.
It's running at 800 by 600 resolution.
So I wanted to go ahead and create a campaign.
It's like saying,
It's on a big
Right.
screen instead of on a table.
So when you click to create a campaign, you would come here, and I've selected, I'm going to try and get this to work, your regular campaign, but I should be able to then hit next. How?
The bottom thing is covering up the next bar. Up at the top, hit your minimum or maximize button.
I did already
Oh.
when I first sat down here. I don't know why this is doing this.
There it is. Next.
Next
Show
step,
now.
so, next step.
Oh, down here. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It just looks.
It's just, it's throwing me all off because it's all different. Okay, so this, so then you hit next, it's down at the bottom. So then you do here, and then one of the things I want to get to here, and you type a subject, and that will, the email subject, that's what's going to be in the subject line when the email goes out. And they have helpful little hints here on how to write a good subject line.
I think
Here,
you need to click it based on the subject line you typed.
I knew, yeah. This is old secretary's form of just blah, 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 tail to put in here just to get it to move on. And then so here, this is defaulting to how it was when we first had this program set up, when Tracy Thomason did this for us. So I would come in here and I'd change this to Texas High Plains Riders is what I would do.
And it does let you use emojis in there with the little smiley faces and things like that. It's got some options for you. And I found that whenever I use them, I get more clicks.
Like, what do you use?
Like when it was my October newsletter, I put it in pumpkin and
Into
stuff like
the
that.
subject line?
Into the subject line.
Well, that's something new. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they just started doing that. So,
So where do you put the emojis?
See a little emoji symbol under email subject.
Oh, right there.
yeah. And you can click that.
Click on it.
If you click on it,
There you
and
go.
then those are all your instructions.
Put the one with hearts on the rise.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
But I get more clicks when I do it, so. That is,
Cool.
yeah, include them if you.
I would click on that email.
And here, this doesn't, normally on my computer at home, if I had a full screen here, underneath here, I'm trying to see if it says, because Gmail and Yahoo and Outlook will get kicked out of people's email, they had a message underneath here asking you, are you really sure you want to use this email address? And my intentions were to click on that and take us to the explanation of why you don't want to do that, and they recommend that you use another one. So I always have changed this to our info at TexasHighPlainsWriters.com rather than the Gmail, okay? Because if we leave it at the Gmail, a lot of people, even though they're on our list, aren't going to get it, or if they do, it will go into their,
Like on their spam folder.
well, either on the spam, but either the social, they have the promotions tab. Will go under the promotions tab in Gmail. And most people like me, if they are, I never go into my promotions tab. I only look at my inbox,
And I will tell you, if you do have it where it comes up and it's always under promotions, but you really want to keep seeing it, but you don't want to go through promotions, if you will drag it from promotions into your primary folder, if you do that 2 or 3 times, Gmail will actually learn and will deliver it to that.
Well, and there's also, I think there's an option. It's been too long ago since I've done it, but there is an option when you go to do that, and it will ask you, do you want this to go in, always come into your inbox, and there's a box for you to check.
Yeah. So if it's always going to your promotion thing and you don't want it to, just drag it or right click it, I think is where it gets
Right.
the option.
So the point I'm trying to make here is if for example, Kim's got her own thing and she's got her own website and she's got a kimblank.com, that's the email address she would want to use here, not a personal Gmail account one. And if you don't, like they said earlier on those pages on the presentation, if you need a URL, I don't know if you can get an email address under one of those URLs if you go get one set up under that. But you could use that as an email address rather than a Yahoo, Outlook, or AOL, or any of those. And then you can uncheck these, but I've always left these checked. We don't do e-commerce, so that wouldn't be one, and I wouldn't think that you would. Many of these you can, if you don't know what they are, I think you might need to. MailChimp is very good. They have a very good support page and a very good knowledge base. If there's something on here that you don't understand what it is, it's very easy to find it, search for it in their site, and they're very helpful explaining what that stuff is. Like I said, I'm a novice user of this, so I'm just going with what I've done in the past on this. So you can also connect your post to Facebook. Though I may be wrong, when I was doing this, I understood that it put it in a different type of format so that when it came across an email, or it had to be all plain text or something like this to get it to Facebook. But they've changed it? Okay. Okay, okay. But at any rate, so and then you have all these options, and here we are down here being blind. I now see the next step button. And then this is where you get to select one of your templates. When you create a template, it will go under the saved templates, and these are the ones that MailChimp provides you with. So, and I don't know what Campaigns is. I've never. And here you can code your own if you want to get real techie about it. But we're going to go under Saved Templates. And, oh, there's the one you were talking about that you had saved over. No, it's your deal, it's not mine. I use this one a couple of times. So you go down under here, the announcement with upcoming events, and you click on select. It's a really, really pretty user-friendly website. So if you want to, if you notice when I hover over one of these, they turn gray, and they've got the, they have the little edit button, trash can if you want to make it go away, and then this little squared box over here is if you want to drag it and move it somewhere else into the newsletter, you can grab it and move it elsewhere. If it just...
The other one in the middle is just a copy thing.
Yes, yes, it is copy. Okay, so you would select the one, when you click on this, it now pops this up. That normally would be to the right of your screen. On the free version, some of the, it's not probably as robust. I find some issues for changing fonts and styles and all that. It doesn't do what one would think it would do because it's free. I'm assuming if you paid for it, you have more bells and whistles. But for our purposes, it worked fine. If you wanted to, let me click on this one over here. If you wanted to drop a picture in here, and I've done this for She's Not Here, Jan does, when I put hers in here, I'd plop a picture. It's real easy. You click on the up here, on the photo over here. I thought it was over here.
No browse.
Browse, okay, I'll get to it yet. And then if you don't have a picture already uploaded here, then you click on the upload button, and then you can go out to your pictures that you have on there and tell it to, I apologize, this is just so different interface than I,
Yeah, save and close. It's there.
is that it? Well, I was looking for something else. But anyway, so
So I think the point is it's very user-friendly, like you said, and if you have a book signing or a book coming out, it's
There we go.
really easy to send something professional out to everybody, you know, you're not going the chance of your email, you know, overloading all your emails, trying to send an email to everybody.
right.
It really is, it's really
And here are your links that you would edit, and that you would put the links to the Facebook, so when people click on those, it will take them to that things.
Add
You,
Twitter while you're up there.
I'm not on this interface, though. It is so throwing me off.
But all
I'm a
those
creature of
things that
habit.
you just set up during the last session, now you can go in there and you put in your URL. If you click on your website on another tab, just click it in there and then
Copy and paste it
yeah,
in
copy
there.
and paste, and then people can follow you from your newsletter.
Right, and they can click on it, and yes, yes. So anyway, so we're so short on time, but you guys got the gist of this, and I apologize. This is just like really throwing me off because nothing looks the way I expected it to. So, but that's it. And is there anything else that you think I need to tell them? It's really very user-friendly and easy to use. So, ta-da.